Have you ever wanted to describe a quiet view, a small moment of stillness, but didn't know how to put it into natural English? You might know the words for balcony or street, but when you speak, it still feels like a textbook sentence. That's because real English lives in the rhythm of real life. One of the best ways to learn is through stories. Stories teach you how native speakers express feelings, sights, and thoughts naturally. If you enjoy learning this way, like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to Dynamic English. The morning sun touched the building softly, warming the edges of the stone walls. Lila stepped out onto the balcony of her small hotel room in Athens. The metal railing felt cool under her fingers. A breeze moved gently across her face. Below her, the narrow street stretched between two rows of old buildings. Their walls were pale yellow and faded pink. Some had vines crawling up the sides. Others were bare and cracked with time. She rested her arms on the railing and leaned forward, looking down at the street below. The cobblestones were uneven and smooth from years of footsteps. They didn't shine, but they held the morning light in a quiet way. The street was empty for now. No cars. No people. Just stillness. She watched a small piece of paper slide across the ground with the wind. It twisted and paused, then moved again. Somewhere in the distance, a dog barked once and fell silent. A woman stepped out of a doorway far down the street. She wore a light scarf and carried a basket. Her shoes clicked gently on the stones as she walked. Lila watched her pass slowly, without rush, and disappear around the corner. On the wall across the street, there was a blue sign with white letters. The paint was chipped, and the corners were rusty. A pigeon landed near it, looked around once, and flew away again. Lila didn't take a picture. She didn't speak. She just stood there, watching. The breeze brought the smell of bread from somewhere nearby. A man below rolled open a metal shutter, revealing a small bakery. He adjusted his apron and wiped his hands on a towel. Then he turned and disappeared inside. Now a few more people appeared. A cyclist passed quickly, his tires making a light sound over the stones. A young girl in a school uniform walked with her head down, holding a sandwich in one hand and her phone in the other. But the street still felt slow. It wasn't busy. It was alive, but quiet. And Lila liked that. She looked down at her feet, bare against the cool tile of the balcony floor. She listened. The city didn't shout. It whispered. She reached for the notebook on the table behind her, opened to a clean page, and wrote. The street doesn't try to impress. It just exists, stone by stone. Step by step. Then she set the notebook down and leaned back on the railing again. A bell rang somewhere out of sight. A motorbike passed in the distance. The light shifted slightly on the wall across from her. She stayed there for a while, not waiting for anything, just noticing. In today's story, we practiced natural expressions like stepped out onto the balcony, rested her arms on the railing, looked down at the street, and reached for the notebook. We used real-life verbs like watched, leaned, passed, and disappeared, and focused on prepositions such as onto the balcony, down the street, across the ground, and inside the bakery. These are the kinds of phrases native speakers use to describe quiet scenes and soft moments. Learning them through stories helps you feel how English really works. We post daily stories here on Dynamic English to help you speak more naturally. If this video helped you, like it, subscribe to the channel, and comment with your favorite line. See you in the next video.